Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Evil Islands. And as soon as I started recording, I rotated the camera the wrong way because this game rotates and does not pan. We're going to leave town now, heading out on the heels of a presumably murdered investigator who asked around town, annoyed all the right people, and left town heading east, never to return. And it looks like this one nets us a sweet 700 experience, so that'll be great. We have asked around town, spoken to many of the people he did. We also intend to leave town and head east, although we don't intend to copy the never returning part. Remember that the province is on the brink of mutiny, and a stranger, especially one from the city, will not be warmly welcomed. Now, Myrana here likes using her bow. Let's see if she appreciates this. And we will walk, and presumably the dogs will not assault us. If they do, we'll have to reload the autosave for entering the area. But this is a good test to see if the dogs here, outside the city, are just as hostile as the ones in the villages. These ones do not appear to be enemies. Now let's head eastwards. It's like Vivian, but in the opposite
On my
direction.
way.
Now, at this point,
Right.
I know at the end of the last episode I discussed potentially spending some more experience points and money on equipment. I didn't do either of those.
Yes!
I just loaded up the save and hello, that's a tiger.
It
Take
is my
this.
profession.
Okay, Zach, here's what we do. Let's put a strength spell on the archer. As she seems to have better combat skills at the moment in this area. And once again, we are at the opposite end of the learning curve, similar to where we were when we first arrived in Kapath.
My score grows.
Where is my loot?
Snow tiger skin. It may be beneficial
Yes.
to recreate the tiger
No
armor
problem.
from Kapath, but with snow tiger
Excellent.
hide. However,
Right.
there might be other things we can make with it, which, hello, are you? We don't know. We're just going to pretend you're friendly. Hey, why are we both not sneaking? Come on.
Yes.
Also,
Just a
there
moment.
we go. I've
Yes.
unified our combat strategy somewhat.
Just a moment.
So, these tigers, 70 health. Alright. 53 attack, 45 defense. So it's not the attack and defense that are necessarily very high. The armor of 12 could be a serious issue. Okay, they're turning. Fine, we'll just go fight.
Yes?
P-doll! So far, I'd say we do need to be careful
This is
around
not
these
your
tigers.
day.
but not necessarily by a massive amount.
Well, well.
On my
Yes.
way. All right. Just a moment.
Now, generally, what would happen in the path early on would be that we would find... What the fuck, game?
Moment.
Seriously. Don't know what happened there.
Excellent.
Game minimized again. Now that happened in one of the last 2 episodes, and I don't know why, because it doesn't normally happen with this one. I apologise for the inconvenience. This tiger appears to be... Has Zack not hit it yet? Full strength. I do believe I haven't seen a weakness spell go off on it, okay? Zack, we are upgrading your combat skill as soon as we can. But also his archery. In theory, he should outskill these tigers and land more blows than they do. That being said, he's barely been scratched. You know what, I can check. Oh no, it is.
Yes?
That's right. Let's have that one. Let's have that one for pretty picture. Okay.
I can do that.
There we go.
Every little bit helps.
So we got lucky with those other tigers.
All right.
But it probably would be nice to explore the whole area so we don't have to keep coming back here. Let's drop an Eagle Eye spell there. That would be our strength spell wearing off.
Just
okay.
one moment.
Oh, look at the pretty snowflakes. Oh, they're also freezing, but there we go. That's a weakened tiger. Saw the effect going off there. Also, we have new battle music for this area. That's a nice treat, isn't it? Okay, Zack,
Yes?
do the thing. Ooh, 9-point arrow. Keep it up, lady.
One more. Just a moment.
So yeah, I'd like to... I imagine there might be tigers and more dangerous creatures in the trees here.
Excellent.
And the open plain may be the safer area. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Don't worry, Tiger, we're here for the experience points. Don't mind us. Tempted to heal, but I want to keep it up a little bit longer.
Every little bit helps.
Now, at the
Just
moment,
one
my Rana is, I wouldn't say necessarily heavily specialised, but definitely specialised in archery.
Yes.
She doesn't have the magical capabilities of Naya,
Yes.
and might actually have slightly less experience, but better equipment overall.
Excellent.
Okay, we got ourselves a deer.
Yes. Yes.
Wait. There is an area transition up here. Okay, maybe we shall return this way then at a later point.
Excellent.
I hear tigers.
Just a moment.
And while it is pretty frosty out here, and the tigers could be pretty great, they're not here to sell us overly sugary breakfast cereal.
Yes.
Not a backstab, unfortunately. Zach, we really need to work on your sword play. The experience points from this mission will go a long way towards doing that.
Surprise!
It seems effective. Why abandon a winning formula? This tiger did not come to tea. He came to tear and rip and shred us.
I can do that.
Okay.
Got
Yes.
I must admit, I'm somewhat tempted to just do another Tainted Grail episode tonight. I may do that soon anyway. We'll see if I've got a decent amount of energy and creativity left after this one. Because we are being sneaky detectives in a Hallow.
Yes.
You don't even seem to want to turn around. Right. Head. Tiger turned round.
that. Just a moment.
Yes.
Oh wow, he has to actually break contact to get her in range. Oh well, fight on. Like it. Come on, lady. It's almost done. So we probably also really need to replace this sword very soon. Although, at this point, Zach is fulfilling a similar role to Cadwell, in that he is tanking quite effectively.
Not bad.
It should not go to waste.
He's also the party's only support caster, though, and a number of other roles. And what is that? Huh.
I love magic.
Got
Yes.
I hear tiger. I do not see tiger yet. I see paw
Yes.
prints. That's good enough for me.
that. Yes.
And with this tiger felled, we should have secured our entrance to that gorge or gully there, which seems to lead to our objective. This looks like it has the potential to be a fairly swift mission. and one that would appear disproportionately rewarding, if only because we're not used to this scale of reward and power creep in this area just yet. Adults. Right, if we see something like veteran adult white tiger or something, we watch out. No strength spell yet, I think. Although, why are we so low? Because we ran into fight for one reason. Okay. Keep it up, Myrana. You're not Naya. Almost called her that.
Not bad.
Yes?
I think we might have to give her something different to her. Red shirt, that differentiates her. And the colour of the hair. So we've got a lot of tree stumps here.
Yes.
Just a moment. Yes.
Okay. So, 90 health villager. Yeah, very high. Okay, the armor of these people is at a level where we can basically expect to not touch them at all.
Yes.
Clicked once, it didn't register. I click again.
Excellent.
What have we here? The Snoop's body is somewhere around here. It is unlikely the woodcutters bothered to bury him. Well, let's also hope it's unlikely they detect our presence.
Yes.
Because otherwise we'd be kind of shafted. Okay, there's a man chopping at a tree. The footprints continue in the snow. So let us continue before they return. I believe that is the patrolling too. If anything, finding our way out of here might be the most dangerous part of this mission. Let's bear that in mind. Okay. I think we see our objective there.
Yes. It is impossible.
Right, female commoner. 25 health. Not heavily equipped. Dead body we want to search. Alright. This, I think, calls for a sneaky save. If only ever so slightly.
Excellent.
Zach, I would like you to approach close to this woman.
Excellent.
Then run up and hit... Wait. I see footprints. Are they coming or going? They are going. Oh, shit.
Excellent.
Just a moment.
We're dead.
Yes?
Yeah. That was a detection we could not afford. So.
Just one moment.
We wait for him to depart and make a good distance before we go in and try and take care of this woman. Defense 12. Right. Okay.
Yes.
Try it now.
Just a moment.
That works. What have we here? Not you. I seriously clicked on her first and it just prioritized. Oh well. So money and an arrow. Alright.
Yes.
Let's try to find our way out of here again. Presumably by the same path that gained us egress to this location.
Just a moment.
Fireworks may be required, but will preferably be avoided.
Just a moment.
Now, we need to wait for guards to come down here.
It is impossible.
That's only one. Fuck. Okay. Well, looks like we get to do it again. We may need to find another path out of here then.
Yes.
Just one moment. Excellent.
Shit. Double shit. First one being that she survived, second one being that
Just one
the
moment.
patrolling... Look, we're gonna have to
Yes.
come like all the way around here.
Just one moment.
Dear Mr. Woodcutter, I would like you to walk away soon. One,
Just one moment. Yes.
4. Go. No, you fucking idiot. Right.
It is impossible.
Oh well.
Yes.
Shit!
My score grows.
Okay, people.
Yes. Done.
Now for the really
Excellent.
brave. Now get the fuck back there, Zach. Because that should not have worked.
Just one moment. Just one moment.
So we'll take 132, is it? 44? Oh, that's rubbish. Oh well. That'll do.
All
Just
right.
one moment.
Evidently that is randomized. So if we get detected on the way out of here, we'll just reload, do that again, and see if we get more.
Yes.
And we need all 3 guards
Just one
down this
moment.
end. Okay, that's 2 of them. Ideally... Oh, shit. Okay, wait. If he's going to that tree... He's not going to the tree.
Just a moment. Just a moment.
I think... we run.
Done.
Just a moment.
And that probably gets us safely out of here.
Right.
Let's head back to the village. We could almost call it a town, I suppose, but it's not really big enough. But it's bigger than the other hamlets in this area masquerading as villages. I can't really call it a city.
On my way.
Yes.
So, we recovered a arrow with green fletching, by the look of it. Very long feathers, more of a dart, really. And again, it's worth remembering that this game was not written in English, it's
Right.
been translated, so there may be some issues. I could have sworn Zack had 100 stamina in the last episode, and now he only has 99. Well, actually, no, he might have 100 now, but he got the experience from the quest. My runner appears to have got 2 health, I think, so
Yes.
definitely getting somewhere very positive. What do we know? It seems the Snoop has been killed by the kidnappers of the princess. Maybe you will discover something which will help you to find them. And there is a
I
trapper in
concur.
the town, or huntsman. We should probably ask him. We will start with the one well versed in these matters.
I found the body of a man, and it looks like it was Snoop. Look how he was killed.
Oh dear. Woods folk shoot such arrows out of their tubes, and you can always tell whose arrow it was. Each tribe has its own colors and signs.
What woods folk? We never heard of them where I come from.
You live and learn, boy. I thought they were known throughout Ingos, but apparently that is not so. Briefly, they are tiny humans who live in the woods. I often see them, and I even know some of them. I will tell you more about them later if you wish. Just ask me.
I will not. Meanwhile, could you tell me about this
Why
arrow
not?
and which tribe it belongs to?
I cannot read the signs on arrows, that is the problem. Only the woods folk can help you there. But I will tell you who can help. Captain Tilvar has been looking for an excuse to subdue the woods folk for a long time now.
Oh.
And now you find a man killed by one of their arrows. The guards would definitely go for a punitive expedition. So it would be in the wood folks' best interest to find out which tribe is responsible.
You mean I should go to them and somehow make them talk to me? Is that possible?
Yes, it is. But you will have to risk your hide to do it, Sonny. You see, there are several woodsfolk clans with permanent feuds going on between them. For example, the White Clan recently kidnapped the keeper of the Green Clan, and now they hold him captive. You see, each clan has its own sacred flower, to them like banners are to our army. And keepers look after these flowers. So if you free the keeper of the Green Clan, he will give you the sacred flower to bring to the clan. After that, their chief will just have to talk to you.
Excellent. Tell me where I can find the keeper.
Listen carefully, Sonny. After you leave the city, go west across the lake. When you find the prison where the keeper is held, do not forget to switch off the trap first. The White Clan seer has an evergreen leaf. Take it and place it on the altar in front of the prison. I mean, the woods folk call it an altar, but it looks more like a rotten stump covered with mushrooms to me. And after you get the sacred flower, go to the Green Clan. The road there is not difficult. Go south from the city, and you will find it. Their chief is called Grey Leaf. I know him.
This sounds tough. I probably shouldn't, but let's see. Hello? Ah. Okay.
Hello, young man. Your face looks familiar. Oh, yes, Tilvar told me about you. You seek the princess, I sincerely wish you the best of luck. I wanted very much to get better acquainted with her, but those rogue kidnappers got there first. But according to the captain, you did manage to find something else, did you not?
Yes, I have the murder weapon.
Murder?
The weapon which killed the snoop from the capital. Here!
Eyes of a toad, it's beautiful! What an arrowhead! Wonderful workmanship.
I found the snoop's body in the forest near the farm.
What body? Oh, that body. Tell Tilvar, let him deal with it. I employ him so I don't have to listen to horrible stories myself. But the arrow is really beautiful. Perhaps... Oh, no! How disappointing! I already have one like that in my collection.
Your collection is very
This
famous.
is a wind-up, is
And
it?
with good reason. I've collected a lot of very rare exhibits. I like young men who show proper respect to their elders. I'd be delighted to show you my exhibits. I have very rare specimens here. Here is a goblin sling, and this is an orc axe. Have you ever seen an orc, young man?
Who, me? No, of course not.
Thought so. Ah, the past, the past. I can see myself now. In the heat of battle, I kill one, then another, and lead my troops. Oh, but let us get back to our arrow. Toad's curses! Where is my case with the woodsfolk weapons? It was the gem of my collection! Robbery! Treason! Get Captain Tiva here immediately!
He already is.
At your service, Your Excellency.
What is happening in my province? Girls kidnapped in the city, people murdered in the woods, and I robbed in my own home!
Mayhap if Madame Dira had not insisted that she put her magic traps where my men used to stand on guard outside your home, then...
I do not need your excuses! Everyone out! Out! And get those exhibits back!
If there
Sounds
was
like a
an arrow
quest.
like that in the case, mayhap it was the one shot at the snoop. Then I must find the thief.
If indeed there was a thief. Seems very suspicious, to put it lightly.
I do not speak ill of the dead, but it was all his own fault. He annoyed everyone around here. He meddled with other people's business. I would wager my yearly income that he was stabbed for his curiosity.
Actually, he was killed by the woods folk.
Stupid, eh? The forests are full of people, but it had to be the snoop who got himself killed. So what do you think he did to annoy these woods folk? Or maybe he annoyed someone else too, eh?
Obviously.
I always say no magic can replace live guards. For example, I pay good money to my guards, and no one has managed to steal anything from me yet. But start talking about magic and your brains go on holiday. It is the governor's own fault that he trusted the magician Deer. Even an amateur like Baldy Fly managed to get past their traps.
What, Baldy?
What are you talking about?
You said that it was some Baldy who robbed the governor.
I said nothing of the kind. You do not use some unusual sort of mushrooms or grass by any chance, do you? No? Well, all right then. But when you start hearing things which have not been said, the next stage is seeing things which are not there.
A cunning fox, that Karen Soul. He let it slip in excitement, but then immediately backed off. He definitely knows something. But how can I make him talk? On the other
How
hand, Spare
indeed.
seems to dislike the merchant. So mayhap he could help me make him talk.
Madam Dear, it's possible your reputation may have taken a bit of a hit.
I found the Snoop's body. Was that what you meant when you warned me?
My dear young man, remember one thing. I never warn anyone. I only state facts.
Look, he was killed with this.
Well, humans are mortal, and sometimes they become mortal very suddenly.
She is an obnoxious bitch. Just saying.
My dear young man, I definitely do not like your interest in this case. Yes, Governor Valrazian and I are good friends, and yes, I did set up magic traps in his house. I am even ready to admit that they may have malfunctioned. But all this concerns only me and the governor. Forgive me, but this is none of your concern, even if your intellect were equal to your curiosity.
Yeah, we probably should work on Zach's intellect a bit. Speaking of intellect, especially one that may rival her own, there's this fellow, Renas.
So do you want me to help you or not?
Yes, I would like you to accompany me in my wanderings. But your services probably do not come cheap, and I have limited means.
Old Renus has a good eye for people. I do not think you're quite as simple as you pretend. Methinks 'twill not last for long, this money problem. I will not ask for compensation now. Later, we can come to an agreement.
There's something about his voice that says cheap early 2000s internet streamer. Even though that wasn't a massive thing back then. Here we go.
Captain, will the governor offer a reward for his stolen case?
Mayhap he will, but you will not get it, young man. I would not like the governor to discover that other people can do my job better than I.
Whereas here, we just have Mr. Non-committal reading it off the page and being ever so slightly smug to make himself sound important and grandiose. Looks like we're going back to Svern. But first... Wait, can we get... Okay, this is not about spending money. This is about experience points. Because if Svern gets us good help here, we might get a discount. Oh, we have lots of money, don't we? Okay. And we are wanting to work on that elemental magic. We have Myrana, who has enough to improve her archery once again. We can even improve melee combat. There we go. And Renas, who has no experience points yet. He has lightning with triple effect. So 24. And mana reduction. Clairvoyance allows you to see enemies around the point at which the spell is directed. Range. Ooh. Look, if that 32 meter area on the fireworks was rubbish, then a 50 meter range is probably not that great either. So area and duration. And haste. Allows you to increase the speed of blows which are struck and of spellcasting, so the action stat. And he has magic, lightning magic bonus. So his lightning spells are up to 51. Meaning our lightning spell... Effect plus effect... Wow! Is exactly the same as his. Okay then. Zach will give you one more. One more there. One here. Oh, and I did say I wanted to improve that, didn't I? 53, 68. Got her up to a 64. He's a big fat flubber, isn't he? Also, nearing his encumbrance value. So, he probably won't be getting much more than this. Bronze dagger. How does that... actions 10. 5 to 22 damage. So, 27. Okay, it's definitely better than Zach's old ritual bronze knife. And I really would like to start looking into some better equipment. Iron. Lightning barrier. Area effect spell barrier causes lightning damage to anyone trying to cross it. What's that doing in a sword? Item trigger. So what, when I hit people? Blimey. Okay. Iron again. Bronze of healing. Healing... Is that constantly being cast, or... Because on hit is a different trigger, isn't it? It's a lot of expensive enchanted items. Okay, let's see. Currently we got getting the sacred flower. All the way around here, which means sneaking through villages and past trolls and really tough fights that we might not be able to handle, but we do have a wizard now. So let's see what else we can do here in town. I said I would not ask you about the woods folk. Well, guess what? Now I'm going to do it.
You wanted to tell me about the woods folk and asked me to remind you. Well, tell me.
Oh, yes. That's right. Woods folk are more or less children of nature, you know. They do not build houses, do not work the fields, and of course they have no towns at all. But they are far from stupid. It is just that their minds work differently from ours. And of course, because of that, humans do not understand them and either do not like them or are afraid of them. Look at our captain of the guards. He is so brave. He always promises to deal with those woods folk once and for all. Why do you think he does that? Because he is afraid. That is why. But one should not be afraid of them. On the contrary, we could learn from them. For example, can any human tame a unicorn? No. And woods folk do it all the time as if it were second nature to them. And they know the woods better than I do, even though I have been a hunter since I was a kid. Actually, they are not really interested in humans, but if someone angers them, his prospects will indeed be grim. Woods folk may be small, but they are hard to fight. They have a special weapon, a tube out of which they blow little poisoned arrows, just like the one which skewered the Snoop.
What harm can that funny little thing do? It will not even penetrate a leather breastplate, will it?
Even if it was a mithril one. There is a chink in every armor, and the woods folk will hit it all right. Never fear. Then there are the tame unicorns. Those beasts are beautiful. But if they get angry, you will wish you had never seen that particular kind of beauty before. And there is one thing more. Woods folk know magic. So that is the kind of little fellows we have around here. If you get on the wrong side of them, expect trouble. But if you manage to make friends with them, value it. A friendship like that could be very useful.
A friendship that the Green Knight appears to have.
Karen Soul has me by the throat with both hands. All the locals hate him. Everyone is in debt to him. He buys our trophies for a trifle and sells them for 3 times more. But woe betide he who tries to find another buyer. Karen Soul is in league with the local rough element. One wrong move and he sends his cutthroat friends to deal with you. And that, my friend, is a goodbye of a permanent nature.
Yes, I can see it is serious. But can you not think of a way to put some pressure on this vermin?
Let us make an honest agreement. You help me, and I will help you. And if you do something for me, I will tell you all I know about the merchant. All right?
What do you want me to do?
Quite simple. Soon, a fur buyer from the capital will come to this area. He offers good prices for skins. Nothing like our mean pirate here. But I cannot get to the meeting place where he collects the skins because Karen Sewell's ruffians will have their eyes on me. But if you could take my skins there, then we could have a nice chat about the merchant. The road to the meeting place is not difficult, but the problem is, it is located in Karen Sewell's domain. So you can understand my wariness.
All right, agreed. I will get your skins there, but first of all, tell me how I find the place.
That is easy. When you reach Karen Sewell's domain, go to the first valley to the south. There is an old tent there with a fire burning. Near that fire are a number of forks. Hang the skins on those forks and you are done. Just do not go wandering around there. There is a guard unit in that area. Times are troubled, so the guards will be inclined to shoot first and ask questions later.
Sounds like another stealth mission. With our two companions. I like the way she stands here by the gateway, but he stands here as if there's space for a third character here. Let's see now. So... So presumably this connects over here, and that connects to off there maybe. Just to guess. 1900 or 700. Well, this is clearly much easier. Karen Sewell's domain. Here one can find numerous workshops owned by the merchant Karen Sewell. His lieutenants control almost the whole area, except the narrow valleys between the mountain spurs. A while ago there was a laboratory of Canaan warrior magicians here, but after one of their usual miscalculations, these valleys became lethal. Sounds horrific, but also I see valuable treasures. Let's see, the hunter wishes to sell his trophies directly to the buyer from the capital, thus cutting out the local merchant. So if the buyer picks up the hides, are they going to leave the money here and we're going to have to go pick that up later on? The toadies of the merchant will try to prevent anyone from reaching the tent of the buyer, so there may be violence. After you leave the city suburbs and reach Karen Sewell's domain, go south until you reach a hill. Then go east along the hillside until you reach the first valley to the south. That's the meeting place with the buyer. The merchant of the valley and the meeting place are guarded by Karen Sewell's people who do not waste time before attacking anyone entering the valley or even approaching it. I'm thinking... maybe... I do want to go upgrading some equipment after all, I don't know. This feels like when I come back and Karen Sewell will have lost out on some supply, and Sver will have got a deal, we might get a better deal here, maybe able to blackmail him. But... there's also the matter of experience points. So we need, what, 5 more elemental magic? We could pop some points there, or 2430. It may be worth. She's got the encumbrance value to be a decent backup fighter. Well, I think we can hold on to those points for now until after the next mission, because I think during this mission she is not frontline combat capable at all. And that's okay. For now though, I reckon I'm going to leave this episode here. That seems decent enough. I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. I'll say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.